Hi, this is my vlog on the marketing strategy of an event that I have attended. Um, so the event that I've chosen to speak about is a Metropolis and Worried About Henry event. So they come together to put on one event in Leeds, and I attended it on the 2nd of November this year, so 2019. In regards to the marketing of this event, I'm going to start with Judd's 5Ps, which are product, price, place, promotion and people. So the first P I will talk about is the product. As I just stated, the event I went to was a Metropolis X Worried About Henry event. So this event, it was a drum and bass night which consisted of 3 DJs. The DJs were Turno, North Face and Hybrid Minds were the headliner. Both of these events companies, Worried About Henry and Metropolis, are quite well known in the local rave scene as they're always hosting events, especially Worried About Henry. When I attended in November took place in a seminal rave venue called the Warehouse, so that's just outside the centre of Leeds. The venue is within walking distance for attendees that live in like student areas like Hyde or Headingley. However, it would probably take like half an hour to 40 minutes for them to actually walk there. So if people don't fancy walking, it's really easy for taxis or cars to get to. So when I attended the event, I got a taxi because I'm lazy and I don't fancy walking half an hour to a venue in that freezing cold weather. So overall, I like this venue. When I went to Hybrid Minds, I was really disappointed because the event was oversold, like so badly oversold. We couldn't even move, and they do this quite a lot apparently when it's like bigger DJs. They oversell it because my friend said that they went to an event once and it was the same, like no one could move, like we couldn't even dance. And when I go to events, I go to have a dance, I don't just go to stand there. So that was quite upsetting, and I could tell, like I spoke to a few other people as well, and they said that they were upset about how like packed it was because we couldn't enjoy it. So inside the venue, the drinks are very pricey. Like considering the demographic of this audience, which is students, like people like me, it's £5 for a red stripe. Normally that's the cheapest beer, and it was £4.50 for a bottle of water, which really isn't ideal when you skin. So that swiftly moves me on to my next point. So the people that were attending this event is students between the age 18 to 23. So the Warehouse is a strict 18 plus venue, and it's in a student city. Like Leeds is known for how many students there are, how like the student life, etc. So with this venue being in the centre of Leeds, and during the week the event, it's obviously going to attract more students of the younger age. So relating to the price and the demographic of the audience, the price of the tickets was £15, which I think, like the drinks, aren't very student friendly at all. But saying that, when you go to events regular, that's what you're expecting to pay for tickets. Because when I go to events, it usually varies from £10 to £20. So I think 15 is quite average. And in comparison to other events, it's not competitive at all because they're all similar prices, like they're all doing similar things to each other. I think it's quite a valued price, but people that don't usually go to the events will probably think it's quite extortionate. But saying that, with events, they usually do different tiers for the ticket prices. So on websites like Skiddle, for example, I'm always buying my tickets off Skiddle, and I bought my ticket for this event off Skiddle as well. They do tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, and sometimes final release, 4th tier. And the lower the tier, the cheaper the ticket price. So the longer you leave buying the ticket, the more it's going to be. So I bought mine on final release, so that's why it's £15. And I think this is just to encourage audiences to get their ticket. This event did sell out, but I was really surprised, you know, because I didn't realise that it did sell out. But then when I was looking it up for this vlog, it did sell out. And I'm only surprised because, in my opinion, I hardly seen anything about the event, like no build up or anything. They did very little promotion, and when they did promote it, it was mainly on social media platforms. So in terms of the attendee timeline, there was nothing really to it. Like 10 months prior, I didn't know about it 10 months before. I probably knew about it a month before. There was no invitation sent. Yeah, there was an invitation reminder, but that was a week before. So that it just popped up on Facebook saying, don't forget about your event type of thing. And I got an email from Skiddle. They always send emails out when you're attending events. So that was about it really. There wasn't much excitement build up to it. But I suppose because it's only a small event in Leeds, that's why they didn't do it. So like comparing to festivals, they probably do it more with festivals because it's more of like a major thing to it. And then post event, after the event, I received an email from Skiddle again, asking me how I found the event and just asking for general feedback really. And then that was it afterwards. The DJ, not band, posted a video on their Instagram again. So it's just mainly like communicating through Instagram and Facebook, but then that was it. And that's all I have to say about the Metropolis. I'm worried about Henry event really. Good aspects, bad aspects. But yeah, that's my opinion overall, all I have to say.